Oh God, City, now Glenn, now that would be the team you're playing, wouldn't it? City?
Oh dear, I mean, they're the best team in the world. They're better than any international team. You tell me an international team that's better than them. There isn't. They are the best team in the way they play and the way they play. And it looks like it's just free-flowing football, but there's a system within the system. Every player knows, and that's a squad, not the 11 like we're talking about at Spurs.
Yeah.
And some teams, they've got that. Everyone knows exactly where they've got to be related to where the ball is, defensively and attacking, and he's got them. And since the goalkeeper's come in as well, at the beginning it was a little bit overplay, but now he's got a keeper that uses the ball like he does.
Oh, yeah.
They are the only ones really that can play out through the
properly.
6-yard box if you like, and go right the way through the pitch.
How good's Rodri though? Rodri, Bernardo Silva.
You know what? I think that Rodri is a magnificent player, and he's the one who's the deepest midfield player, but he's the one that makes them tick. And you think about, well, would you try and man mark anyone? Maybe not further up the pitch, but if you stopped him, I'm thinking someone's got what Pep has done and what Man City have done for me, guys, is they've challenged every coach in this country. And at the moment, Maurizio come up with something. Chelsea went toe to toe, but they're challenging people. You've got to come up with some ideas that are going to cause them a problem. Maybe you do stop Rodri. If you stop Rodri, 50%.
Who would you put on him? Because when I play striker, I had to sometimes be on the deepest midfielder.
Yeah.
Forget the two centre-halves because I couldn't play. Go on the deepest midfielder, stop him playing.
Yeah. The problem is they've got players that can all play, even the keeper.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
You mark Rodri, okay, give it Stones.
Yeah,
he'll
exactly.
come out and play as well.
But you've got to...
De Bruyne has to come back as well.
Yeah, but you've got to look at the percentages. Are they going to hurt you as much as Rodri?
Exactly.
And that's you don't want the best players in their team on the ball. You have to nullify them.
Yes.
So if there's a body around them, they're not going to give them the ball so much. So you're cutting down their possession. But he is a very, very important club. But you're right, their best player. This is the difference with City. They lost De Bruyne.
Yeah.
De Bruyne is their best player in the season he was having and last. Suddenly, no one's speaking about De Bruyne.
I know.
We're not sitting here and City have gone down fourth
Stones
and they're
as
going,
well.
we're missing De Bruyne. No.
Stones, now look what Pep's done with him. Fantastic.
Brilliant. Putting him into that midfield area.
Who'd have thought that?
And he tried it with the fullbacks and he does it with Lewis. But I think what he did as well, he realised that there was some space down that side, whatever side the fullback went in on. And I think Arsenal did it with Zinchenko and Tottenham do it with both, actually. And other clubs are trying to do it. But at the end of the day, he then said, right, let's do it from a centre-back position. So then I've got my right-back's always going to be there in them channels. So he did it with Stones. And you got to have the players to do it. You can't put people in there that can't cope with the ball in 360 degrees. That's what you have to cope with in midfield, to play in that. As a centre-back, it's all in front of you most of the time.
Imagine Maxi playing today.
You know what, though?
Morning, Paul.
Glenn, it's not for everyone, though, is it? That some teams will try and copy this way of playing from the back with the goalkeeper, and Alan gets frustrated about it sometimes because they'll concede silly goals, but the players aren't good enough to receive it.
Yeah.
We done it with Paul Lambert, right? Paul Lambert went and watched Pep coach at BeIN, and he come back and he changed the lines on the training pitch, and we were playing his football from the back. Villa Park was about to erupt. They felt so frustrated because we'd make 10 passes, then give it away, or the strikers wouldn't touch the ball for ages, lose the ball, concede a goal. We didn't have the players to play that sort of football at that time. And sometimes managers try and force that on players that aren't good enough to play that football.
Gabby, if you look at League 2, League 1, the pitches are really good down there now. They're all trying to do it. They're trying to do it at that level now. Yeah. Playing out from the 6-yard box, and because of the rules changed, the goal kick had to go out the box there. Now
I don't mind now and again, but
now and again is okay. I think there's an overplay, and there's a time and a place to do it. And even the City, Pep, there was some risk taking. They give goals, and now, as I say, it's down to the keeper. If your keeper is an extra outfield player, really, and you come for sweeper, and he can use it and hurt you like he done. Edison, he's unbelievable, and he can hit that 60, 70-yarder one over the top as well.
Last season, David De Gea was probably giving it to players that it's not on.
They don't want it.
So, the keeper kills you, isn't it?
They don't want it.
Yeah.
To be honest, if you really ask them, some of them centre-backs, and you sat them down, and though the managers talk, they go, I don't really want it in the 6-yard box.
Miss me out.
Even the pitches are nice and all that, but no, I don't really want it there.
I want it there.
Dean was talking about you yesterday. Dean Saunders said your second touch was a good tackle.
He's right.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.